Hey, how you doing? This is Coach Carvel Bailey, and welcome to another episode of Coach Carvel Bailey's Lunch and Learn. It's going to be a good one today. All right, make sure that you share this broadcast and tag somebody that you know that can benefit from it. All right, be right back.
Persistence, consistency, and finishing what you started. Time. How much time are you putting into your craft? I believe you don't lose, you learn. So you just ran out of time. Does that make sense? Like that contest, y'all just ran out of time. But how much time do you think you have before it's over? Right? How you do one thing is how you do everything. Don't matter if you're a damn All-American. Like, you got a job to do, so trust. Y'all not mentally tough because y'all don't trust not only each other, but you don't trust yourself. And you don't trust yourself because how much time you putting in. The ones that put the time in, they trust one another. They believe in themselves. So if y'all believe that y'all can do it, y'all should be going harder. Y'all should be holding one another accountable. Whatever you can do to help this team, that's what y'all need to happen. Everybody can't score. Everybody ain't fast. What everybody can do, what everybody that ever plays basketball should be able to do if they play basketball, they should be able to play defense and play hard. Them the only two things you can control.
And so hey, who want to play basketball? Honestly, who want to play basketball? All right, who has to play basketball? We just practice code. And dudes that y'all play, they gotta get their mom out the hood. The dudes that y'all playing, they living in a trap. The dudes that y'all playing ain't getting no sleep. So I got to get any advantage that I can. So what choices are y'all making? That's the point I'm getting to. Are you making the choice to play defense? Are you making the choice to pass the ball? Hell, are you making the choice to come to practice? And I commend y'all because y'all here in the evening. But guess what? Circle gets smaller. Try out, that circle was big, wasn't it? Circle gets smaller, dog. Everybody don't make it.
All right, what up, good people? How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Coach Carvel Bailey, Lunch and Learn. Eddie Davila, one of my former hoop sons, is in the building today. What up, y'all? What up, Eddie? Talk to me. I'm still waiting on my invitation, man. Come if you want me to speak to your kids. Definitely reach out. So today, real quick, I want to talk to y'all in about 5 minutes or less today, right? I want to talk about 3 things that your athletes need to stop doing so much today. All right. So 3 things that they need to stop watching so much today. It's going to totally bless your athlete if you explain it to them in the right way. Matter of fact, tag your athlete below. Share this with a coach, with your athlete's coach, right? Tag your spouse, your loved one, whoever that is. The first thing an athlete should stop watching as much are highlights, right? A lot of people go on YouTube or they go on different sites and they're looking at highlights. And we have a lot of individuals, we have a lot of athletes that all that they do is they look at highlights. And from those highlights, they're attempting to recreate that highlight. Well, we have to understand that a highlight is just that. It's something that captured the attention of whomever was recording that event. It's a highlight, right? It's a highlight. We got the Hall of Fame in the building, the Hall of Fame official, Mr. Steve Alexander. What up, Steve? Happy New Year, my brother. But because athletes watch highlights, they don't understand why a play happened and what caused that highlight to take place. Because even if I do an in and out crossover, killer crossover, and come and do a monstrous dunk, Well, that looks good, but how did that play evolve? What led up to me being able to do the in and out? Did I first cross it and did I get the ball stolen? And so I had to make an adjustment, right? Did I now with the crossover, right? What happened? Did I go through the legs one time, was able to beat them directly? What set the highlight up? Does that make sense? Because most highlights, or not most, but some highlights can be pure luck. That's different. But athletes see those things and then they attempt to recreate it, but they don't really know exactly what happened. So instead of highlights, your athletes should be watching full games. All right. Replace highlights with full games for your athlete. That's the first thing. The second thing they need to stop watching so much is social media. It's a lot of things social media can do to our athletes. Mentality, their confidence, their belief system in themselves and in others. All right. So we look at social media and we see people highlights. There go that word again. But somebody takes a selfie or they record a video and they've missed that shot 12 times. But they posted one that they do make, and now your athlete is looking to again recreate that. So instead of watching so much social media, because it can be time consuming, and your athlete can spend their time doing more constructive things than just watching social media. But it also gives a false hope, right? Because again, you see the one move, but it took 20 times to do it. And now you think, or your athlete thinks that if they can't do it in 1 or 2 tries, that they're a failure. So it gives false hope. And it takes time. It's time consuming. So instead of them watching social media and on social media so much, they probably should be consuming like audiobooks or even consuming podcasts, even if it's sports podcasts, right? Everybody listening to me, to my voice, if you and your athlete has not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you're probably losing. They can listen to these lunch and learns. They can listen to other podcasts, but it's going to teach them about the game a little more by hearing certain individual stories, hearing what certain individuals went through, how certain individuals overcame things. So have them stop watching so much social media and start watching more podcasts or even audiobooks, those type of things. So first thing they need to stop watching so much is highlights. Second thing they need to stop watching so much is social media. The third thing that they need to stop watching so much, and my 5th grade coach taught me this, stop watching the NBA. I know it sounds bad. Stop watching the NBA so much. The NBA is entertainment. I had to tell a player the other day with the 0 step, right? Or the James Harden. That's a travel on the college level. That's a travel on a high school level. That's a travel on the elementary or middle school level. When we're looking at the NBA, that's entertainment. The NBA is all about the rules. With the NBA, they benefit only the offensive player now. Why? To score more points. Why? To get more fans in the building. Why? To make more money. It's all entertainment. Does that make sense? What they should be watching, however, is college basketball. They should be watching what they're trying to get to. They should be watching how hard those athletes go on the college level. They should be watching the fundamentals those athletes impart and use on the college level. They should be watching some of the challenges and difficulties that the athletes deal with on the college level. Because after all, if they aspire to get there, they may run into some of those same things. Does that make sense? So just to recap, the 3 things your athletes need to stop watching so much: highlights, social media, NBA. They need to replace those with full games, podcasts or audiobooks, and with college basketball. All right, 5 minutes or less. My students starting to come in now. If this don't help you, then go back and watch it again so it really makes sense. All right. I penalized one of my players who began a back and forth with the team that we played next day on social media. Absolutely. It's time consuming and it's a distraction. It's a distraction. And somebody like me and you, Steve, that's locker room material. We're going to put that up in the locker room so that when we see y'all, we gonna beat your brains out because y'all was talking and y'all wasn't supposed to. Chattering. All right. So listen, if you aren't registered for our 6-week Game Changer Academy, starts February 1st, starts next week. If you're in the Chicagoland, Northwest Indiana, and even the Wisconsin areas, and you have not had a chance to register for our Game Changer Academy, you definitely want to get registered for that. We're starting our Hoops Mastery 2.0, right? It's going to be a little bit different from our normal Hoops Mastery course, right? Which is generally about $3,000 to $5,000 to work with us, right? And we get the results that we get because we're experts, right? But we have a Hoops Mastery Light program for those parents who want to work with us, really want to work with us, but may not be ready to work with us with that type of financial commitment yet. And so we're putting something in place because, again, our mission is to be able to help 100 parents, 1 million parents save $1 million on college education, while also teaching and educating 1 million athletes and families about the rules and the tools needed to become not only better in basketball, but how to use those tools to help you become successful, uber successful in life. All right, this is Coach Carvel Bailey. That's what I do. Make sure you share it with somebody else, and I will talk to you all a little bit later. As Prime say, give me my theme music. Peace.
Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry. This is Blessed of All, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Blessed of All, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Blessed of All is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant. Blessed of All. Cherish the opportunities that you have. Blessed of All. Use your mentality to master the craft. Blessed of All. Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Blessed of All. Cherish the opportunities that you have. Blessed of All. Use your mentality to master the craft. Blessed of All. Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvel Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it. And my name is strategic.